After we have successfully installed the software Primavera and configured the database, it's right time to start working with the Primavera. But first of all, we need to take care of some challenge. Actually, we have two kinds of challenge right now. The first one is regarding to the currency. If you remember, during the database configuration, we have seen that the default currency for our project will be dollar, US dollar, which is not reflected our culture here in Saudi Arabia. We are working in Saudi Arabia, and our currency is for the default currency is Saudi Riyal. But the default right now, if I can look to any budget here or doing something here, we will see later on we are talking about in dollar. You see here, it's talking about dollars. But we know very well we are not going to deal with dollar here. We deal with it in Saudi Arabia when we are communicating with external vendor and external shipping from coming from outside. That's very cool. But most of our dealing here in Saudi Arabia regarding to the project cost is Saudi Riyal. It's the national currency. How can we create it? How can we make it as a default? Here we have two type of, or we have two steps. The first one, I need to create the database, sorry, create the currency, which is Saudi Riyal. Then I need to configure it to be the default currency for all of my projects. How can you do it? Very easy. First of all, I need to create my own Saudi currency and be configured here in project Primavera as a project management PMIS. How can I do it? Easy. We go to the admin currencies here. We will see here we have a lot and a lot and a lot of pre-configured currencies coming with the default installation of Primavera. But unfortunately, or fortunately also, we were lucky that we don't have Saudi Riyal installed or configured here. It's our mission right now to install, to configure and define the Saudi Riyal. So right now we don't have, you can see here, we have Argentine peso, we have Australian dollars, we have Brazilian real, we have so many. We have British pound, UK, Great British. We have also Japanese yen, yani would somehow seem to, euro is very important, but none of them reflecting to our culture in Saudi Arabia as a currency. For that reason, we need to create our own. Simply, how? Go like this, create add, then what the ID will call it, we'll call it Saudi Riyal. Here I will call it Saudi Riyal. Then if we have a symbol, we can make it. Simply we can look at R stand for Saudi Riyal. Here, if we are going to work with multinational activities, meaning we are dealing with non-Saudi Riyal, the first question will be asked what the US dollar is equal to. Why? Because the US dollar is the reference for deal with external trades. For that reason, how much Saudi Riyal equal here? Saudi Riyal equal 3.75. This is the default. And here, as we said also, Saudi Riyal exchange with US dollar is stable. It's not because Saudi Riyal is connected to the US dollar. For that reason, we have the following number 3.75, which has not been changed more decades. You are talking about more than 5 decades. The same number which was 3.75, not like the other currency, which is changed from day to day. Here also we can select which decimal places we'd like. Let's first of all to talk about the two decimals. We can change it also, but as I said, we here 2 is more than enough for us. And right now we have a close. But here, just remember that still the currency for our project management as a difference, as a default currency is Saudi US dollar, not Saudi Riyal. I just here, the step I made here just only to define the Saudi Riyal rather than just to make it as a default. Right now, I need to make as a default. Can I do it from here? No. You are not able to do it from here. You need to do it from somewhere else. How can I make Saudi Riyal is the default? Also, This is the second step. As we said that we simply go to the edit and select the user preferences. Then we go to the currency. We will see here the default is US dollar. Simply we can change and look for our own, which is Saudi Riyal. Here the last one is Saudi Riyal. Right now we can say that most of our all of our project management cost will be done through the Saudi Riyal, which is the national currency. Just I click it here. If I go to any budget, actually here right now we don't have any project, but regarding to the enterprise EBS itself, it will tell us that any project will be created under this umbrella will be calculated by SR, which is the Saudi Riyal. You see here, we have seen the impact directly. There is no need to do anything. Just simply we had done by two steps. The first step was to create the currency and define it based to compare with the US dollar. Then go to the preferences from the edit menu and select the currency. Then we can select the Saudi Riyal as the default currency for all of our project management. And this is it's very easy process, straightforward process. As we know that how can we do it, I think we can change it later on. But right now, since we are talking about we are working in Saudi market, meaning we have to make sure that the Saudi Riyal is the default currency for all of our projects.